I don't have any proof of my theories.
What's your theory?
Because sometimes we get thousands of people like this, and we'll take them to the polling booth, and we won't win the caucus. So, you know, a lot of our supporters are very suspicious about it. But the straw votes have been very confusing. I mean, you've probably read in the paper about what happened up in Maine. I mean, there's just a lot of confusion. They said, well, let's have a recount. They said, well, we can't have a recount. They just write these numbers down on pieces of paper and we throw them away afterwards. So it's that kind of stuff that makes you suspicious because, quite frankly, I don't think the other candidates get crowded like this. And we get them constantly, you know, thousands of people coming out. And, I mean, you would get the perception that we would be getting a lot more votes. But we're going to get the delegates, and the delegate hunt is on, and that is a lot more difficult to, you know, get careless with the numbers because each individual knows what their responsibility is, and they work through the caucus system, and so far we're getting good news on that.
Dr. Paul, what was your reaction to the outcome in Kansas today? The caucus outcome. Senator Santorum winning the caucus.
Nobody even gave me the numbers. I didn't know that. I was wondering why we did. That reminds me of a picture I just looked at, and I had 4,000 people and he had 150, so who knows?
Well, when you say suspicion, can you elaborate a little bit on that?
No, I can't because I don't know anything. It's just sort of an instinct and hearsay stories, verbal stories that you hear, and the kind of things that we heard about up in Maine.
But you do expect the thousands who are coming out to support you do expect them to go out and possibly to vote for you?
Sure, we do.
So
I mean, they don't come here. Why is this enthusiasm if they're not going to vote?
Senator Santorum won all the counties down here whenever in the primary, and it looks like he had a pretty good crowd this morning. Are you concerned about his performance here?
No, I'm concerned.
I mean, he went everywhere in
I'm
Missouri.
concerned about our message, our enthusiasm, and the delegates that we're going to continue to get. Some of the states where we came in third, we're going to have the majority of the delegates. I think I was just told a little while ago that we won the majority of the delegates in Alaska.
Okay.
You know, so it's the delegate content caucus.
What are your hopes for the Missouri caucus? What are your hopes for the caucus next week here?
You get a lot of delegates.
Dr. Paul, the past couple of days you brought up the fact that the Republican Party should be known as the Goldman Sachs Party. Do you believe that'll be an issue if Mitt Romney is the eventual candidate that the Obama administration will use?
Well, only I can do that because Obama is tied into Goldman Sachs too. So, no, I think it's a big issue. To me, I use that symbolic of Wall Street, bailing out Wall Street, and the other candidates have had different positions than I've had because I want zero bailouts.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Very good.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Congressman.
I'm going to take some pictures of some of that.